Don't spend your life on pleasing people, living someone else's life, worrying about things that hasn't happened yet or may never even exist. Life is short. In this video, I'm going to jump into insights and mindsets on are we actually wasting our time and how to shift ourselves and embrace what true quality time actually means for us. And question, are we actually spending our time wisely? Truth is, the most important decision that you will ever need to make is how to use the time that is given to you. However, the more scary part is who knows how much time you've got. So don't wait for later. If you have people who you truly love and really care for, don't leave it for later. Make time for them. Go on that dinner. Go on that coffee catch-up that you've been pending in your calendar for the longest time. Nowadays, we have laptops. We can do our work, we can do socializing anywhere we want. There's devices everywhere. What I do sometimes is that I bring work to my grandma. I'm still spending time with her, and occasionally she does pop up in my Teams and Zoom meetings as a guest star. But back to the topic. So, I want to quickly break it down to you in simple numbers. We have 24 hours a day. And according to WHO, our average life expectancy is around 78 years old in our lifetime. Okay, so what does that mean? According to Bureau of Labor Statistics from America, the average American, if they were to live up to 78 years old, we spend 28.3 years sleeping, 10.5 years working, 9 years doing leisure activities such as watching TV, going on the phone, social media, etc. 6 years in house chores, 4 years eating, 3.5 years with education, 2.5 years grooming, and 2.5 years shopping, 1.5 years childcare, and 1.3 years commuting back and forth from work, and 9 years doing other activities, whether it's unpaid work or the fluctuation between some people work more, work 2 jobs, etc. Wow, crazy, eh? But not surprising. Most of us try to split our day between work, rest, and leisure. So there are some predictable patterns there. We spend the most time working and sleeping. So together, paid work, housework, leisure eating, and sleeping takes around about 80 to 90% of all of the 1,440 minutes a day. So we only have around about 10 to 20% remaining of our time during the day. And after examining my own life, I have identified 13 things that we need to stop wasting time on. Then we will have more time to actually spend on the things that matters to us. So without further delays, let's get into it. First one, distractions that's keeping us from special moments and connecting with special people in our lives. We've got to pay attention to the little things, because when you really miss someone, you actually miss the little things the most. Simply like laughing together. 2, compulsive busyness. Schedule in a time every day to not be busy. Have a dedicated downtime. You need clear points in the day to reflect, rest, and recharge. Don't fool yourself. You're not so busy that you can't afford a few minutes of sanity every day. A life that isn't constant rushing, worrying, and stress, but instead contemplation, creation, and connection with people and with projects is what matters most to us. 3, thinking negatively about our capabilities. Just because you're struggling doesn't mean you're failing. Every great success requires some type of worthy struggles to get there. Just appreciate where you are. You've come a long way, and we're all still learning and growing. So be thankful, be grateful for the lessons. Take them and just make the best of things right now. 4, the desire of everything we don't have. You won't always get exactly what you want, but always remember there will always be people who don't have what you have. Some of the things that we are taking for granted is also something that someone is praying for right now. People who are happy doesn't necessarily have everything in life, but they are grateful for things that they have. Number 5, obsessing over what you had or who you were in the past. You are not the same person a year ago, a month ago, or even a week ago. You're always evolving and growing. Experiences don't stop. That's life, and that is the privilege. 6. Worrying about past mistakes. It's okay to mess up in life. That's how we get wiser. Great things take time, and you are getting there. Let your mistakes be motivation and not your excuses. It is your decision to not let those little frustrations from yesterday get in the way of today. 7. Worrying about what everyone thinks about you or says about you. Don't take things too personally. No one really cares. They only care about themselves. Rarely do people do things because of you. They do things because of them. You can't change how people treat you or even what they say about you. All you can do is manage how you react to it and also choose who you want to hang around with and be around with. And just remember, the most freeing thought is that you don't have to be liked by everyone. Not everyone needs to love us or like us, and that is okay. No matter what you do and how perfectly you try to act, there will always be someone who doesn't like you or who's disappointed by you. So just be yourself, be authentic, live your own truth. 8. Following a life path that doesn't feel rewarding. Life is to be enjoyed, not endured. When you truly believe in what you're doing, it really shows, and it also pays in the long run. Number 9. Everyone else's definition of happiness and success. You simply can't base your happiness and success on someone else's opinions or thoughts. But likewise, we shouldn't judge someone else's success or happiness just because they're doing it differently from us. Our world is changed by our example, not by opinions and judgments. 10. People who keep trying to manipulate us. What you allow is what will continue. Give as much as you can, but don't continuously allow people to use you. Listen to others closely, but don't lose your own voice in the process. Remember to set boundaries. 11. Thinking that the perfect time will come. Just like I mentioned at the beginning, don't wait for later. There is no later. If there is something you want to do it now. There is no perfect time. The perfect time is now. Life is too short to constantly wonder, what could have happened? What if? 12. Hateful thoughts and close-minded judgments. Let us set an example. Treat everyone with kindness and respect. What goes around comes around. No one has ever made themselves strong by showing someone else how small they are. Just remember to be humble and be open for learning. 13. Trying to gain control over the uncontrollable. You can't calm the storm. What you can do is calm yourself, and then the storm will eventually pass. And those were the 13 things that I identified myself over examining my own life on what we do tend to waste time on. You will be amazed at how much time then you can actually have inside your head to reallocate resources, yourself, your mind, your body, your soul, on things that actually matter to you. Whether it's spending time with family, spending time in actually doing things that you like on a project, on learning, whatever it could be. There's no right or wrong. You just need to find what really truly matters to you and make sure to not park it until later. Take action on what truly matters now, because before you know it, time that has passed will never return. Opportunities that was in front of you will be missed. And more importantly, people have gone.